up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. Monster Summon is back, and that means Monster Island is coming back as well, and I am absolutely thrilled about it. It's another alliance-based event, which is actually pretty fun. You can kind of make it cool. It's something for you and your friends to go and do. That's a little bit different than the regular wars and stuff that you do in the game. And I, for one, hope that they have souped it up quite a lot. Like, there has been a lot of talk about it. This is the third time it's returning. I mean, they've got to be able to get something right, really. Like, if it doesn't work this time, then we're going to have to chuck the whole thing out. But of course, Monster Island is back. We do have a brand new hero in the portal as well. And she looks incredible. Like, just looking at her here, like, I love the whatever monster she killed to make that outfit. Looks really cool. She's got the cat of 9 flails going on. And yeah, she looks cool. She's got a bit of a stank eye, but like, other than that, she looks all right. Okay. The other big news is that we have a Aether Mimic, which is coming in tomorrow. So the Aether Mimic will be dropping in the portal. We will have a look at that. In fact, I'll just bring it up right now. So this is going to be dropping tomorrow morning, this toothy sucker right here that you can see on the screen. And this is the first of the Aether Mimics. So we've had mimics that get emblems. We've had mimics that get experience. We've had, what's the other mimic that we've had? I can't even remember. Because I've only got the one that gets the emblems. But these ones are kind of different because they're kind of the big boys. I mean, you can see they're kind of the color of the alpha ether. That is what everybody wants at the moment, those white ethers. And they do have a chance of dropping them, although it's a very small chance. They've got also a very small chance to drop legendary ethers. And obviously we need lots of those. But they've also got a quite high chance of dropping the small and the middle-sized ethers. And it's funny because if you're leveling a lot of heroes just without noticing, you can sometimes easily run out of those ones. So I think it's probably going to be a decent Aether Mimic to get for farming purposes. But, and there's a big but, and not that I don't like big buts normally, but this one is a bit of a problem because unfortunately this one's running at slow speed, and that is disappointing. Granted, okay, he's dealing 800% damage to the target. If the enemy gets defeated, he gets 50% health and 33% mana. So that's the same as everyone else. He's dealing a much harder hit, but he's also getting the benefit of that when you defeat an enemy with the hit. So I guess it's kind of more likely that you're going to defeat an enemy doing 800 than it is 500. But he is running at slow speed, and he does boost all allies' health by 30% of the damage dealt, but he's only doing the damage to a single target. So there's like a yes, but for every single point. And then the Mimic chest closes for 2 turns. And obviously we know that they're immune then after that for those 2 turns. So like, I don't feel like he has the best special. To be honest, I feel like the first released mimics, was it the first or the second ones? I can't remember, but the experience mimics, I feel like they are the most useful everyday kind of mimics because all of us are farming Atlantis Rises at the moment, I guess. But like when you farm, the main thing you want is that experience. You want those extra trainer heroes. You want enough heroes to be able to pump up your new heroes that you're getting. Yeah, this guy's giving you something else completely. It's a slow speed hero. He's giving you a chance at ethers, which is great, but I don't see him as a viable attacking hero. Those Ascension Mimics and the even the Emblem Mimics as well, because they're fast speed, and the Experience Mimics, I really do like them as a second option for war, a good attacking option actually for war teams and stuff like that, where I don't think this one is going to be that. So that's all I've got to say about the Aether Mimic. We may have a bit more, you know, of a look at it tomorrow, but I think it's pretty straightforward. We're all familiar with the way that they work by now, but just so you guys are aware, that will be in the portal tomorrow with, I think it's a 1.3% chance. So if you are thinking of doing some pulls, I would wait until the portal opens up tomorrow morning and you can take advantage of that. Now, back to Monster Island. Okay, Monster Island event is is going to be happening. It's going to be under your quest menu here over on the left-hand side. You can see Monster Island over there. My phone is just literally going to say, nah, I don't want to do Monster Island. But if you've never ever done it before, there is some help on Discord. Huge thanks to Zana Morossi. He's put together a pretty amazing guide, actually, on Monster Island. It looks like there's a lot of reading, but it's just because it's in lots of different languages. So it says it's a temporary thread and there'll be a more comprehensive guide. But there's a whole map of Monster Island. These little graphics are quite cool. They just explain how the map works and sort of which hexes to go on and where you sort of need to explore to. It's just, you know, opening up an island which is blacked out and fighting some hectic monsters together, and killing hordes and killing apex predators and hopefully getting some awesome loot. And I must say, the last time they had the Monster Island event, the loot was incredible. So if it's anything like that, I'm all for it. Now the heroes. Now that's where we are in here. Connection error. Great. Thanks for that. So the heroes are another question. Like, they've never been, in fact, I think I can't say they've never been great, because there have been some awesome ones. I mean, look, Revna came out of Monster Island, absolute beast. Sigyn, excellent. Amund was a little bit of a flop. Sune, actually really good. Ruwaid, slow speed, but I still really like him with the Dispel. He was just featured recently. I mean, there's some good ones in here. And then you've got like a massive gap between, we'll say between Dubhan, because he's 1479 and is doing some awesome stuff. And then you go to Tremor, you drop way down to 1265 with the max limit breaks and emblems. So yeah, there is a massive risk in terms of pulling in this portal. Portals like this, where you've got such a saturated portal with all the heroes in. I mean, you pull one of these guys out and you've got 1190 max team power, and you might as well just wait for the next soul exchange at this rate. But yeah, it's kind of sad. But let's see. So legendary event hero featured is 1%. So that's okay. But then legendary event is 1.5%. So again, a higher chance that you're going to pull trash than that you're going to get gold. And yeah, I don't know. I wish there was something they could do about that. Featured wise, you've got Revna, who's still absolutely brilliant, and you've got Sigyn, who's also excellent. So you'll be doing good if you get any of the featured. And now for our newest hero in this portal, which is Sorcha. Looking absolutely, she's a scorcher. That's what she should be called. Like, but yeah, she looks incredible. She is a dark hero. She is of the rogue class, so she gets a nice chance to dodge. She is of the Plains Hunter family. So for the Plains, they get a bonus, which is a straight up 5, 10, 15, or 20% attack, depending on how many of them you have on your team. Really, really good. And then they get extra bonuses during the Monster Island event, which may become more prevalent depending on how popular the event is. But for now, it's an extra 40% attack, defense, and health, which is always going to come in handy. Attack up Aether talent, also always going to come in handy. Passives, we've got special damage reduction. So the character does have a 10% chance to drop direct damage from special skills to 1. And that comes in really handy. Really, again, a good defensive skill. So pair that up with the rogue class and the damage reduction. That is still really good. It makes them viable on defense. Damage over time on the specials. So they get the Hunter's Mark, which can deal damage. It's 150 over 3 turns, and it can ramp up depending on how many times it triggers. Honestly, I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that because it's been around for millenniums now, it feels like. And while it is a decent effect, it's not a massive game changer. Okay, so let's look at the bits that count. The special skill's called Weakening Strike, and she is running at fast speed. Okay, deals 410% damage to the target and the nearby enemies. That's a straight up a huge hit. Reduces max health of the target and nearby by 1200 over 3 turns, and then the effect, it's stronger against boosted health, but then the effect duration resets if the target is healed. So that's crazy. That's crazy because the one thing you're going to want to do is heal. You're going to want to boosted heal. But it doesn't, it keeps reducing, it looks like it keeps reducing the max health by 1200. And the counter that you get to that, resets the duration of the reduction, which is kind of crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, so and it can get down to maximum of or minimum of 30%. Whew. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I like that skill. I think it's really, really good. It kind of reminds me of Perseus for some weird reason. I know there's no elemental defense down or anything like that, but it does remind me of that. And then deals extra damage against Holy. So it's a very straightforward skill. There's not too much to it. It's very basic. It's 410% to the target nearby at fast speed with humongous stats and boosted attack from the off. And then it's just a health reduction, which can keep on going potentially regardless. And I'll tell you who I've been having a lot of fun using recently that I got from, I can't remember, what was it? Soul Exchange. I think the last one was Garten. And I've actually been having loads of fun with that health reduction, the max health reduction, because it's so nice that it doesn't come back. And you know when it happens, that's it. You've got that hero down. Doesn't matter how much they heal by. This one's even better because not only are you reducing the target nearby enemy's health by it's 400 per turn, which is quite a lot. But you're also making it to where if they do heal to try and get out of that situation, you're punishing them and it's resetting itself all over again. So the punishment starts again. Like she knows how to use that whip, put it that way. So yeah, I like her. I think she's pretty awesome. I don't think she's absolutely meta breaking or game changing, but I think as an attacking hero, you probably couldn't want any more. So yeah, that's all I got to say about Sorcha. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about our brand new Monster Hunter hero. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the Monster Island event. Let me know if it's something that you like. I mean, like I say, it's not started yet. Do you know what I like? I like the look of the portal. I like the fact that it's something a little bit different. I feel that it would be nice if they did something, you know, completely different with the event where it was more like an exploration map type of thing. But I kind of resigned myself to the fact that this game is what it is. It doesn't pretend to be anything else, and I don't necessarily want it to be. So yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of that basic island map. But yeah, I like the portal. I like the idea. I like the team aspect of it. And that's about all I got to say. So let me know in the comments your thoughts. Please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't subscribed already. Do consider coming and join us over on Discord. I'll leave the link in the description. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in Monster Island. Bye for now.